What's up, everybody? It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's the Unpopular Review Monday Night Review Show, where we talk all about wrestling, Monday Night Raw, and anything else that you want to bring to the table. I'm Big Daddy Cool, and I'm joined by the executive consultant himself, EC. How you feeling this week?
I mean, I'm great, but I'm Chris, so I'm always going to be great.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Um, Big Willie style, he's on assignment, so it's just going to be us two this week. But we got a lot to talk about. Raw here had Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and who was the other guy? The last guy? He was some.
Bronson Reed.
No. In the
Zayn. Sami Zayn.
Oh, that's right, Sami Zayn. I knew it was somebody that looked homeless. In the Money in the Bank qualifier, that was the main event of Monday
I
Night
don't
Raw.
think Seth Rollins dresses that bad to be qualified as homeless.
I was talking about Sami Zayn. You know that.
I don't.
And that was the main event. We're going to get into that to start off the show, but we also have to talk about Liv Morgan returning, some drama between Dominic Mysterio and Roxanne Perez. Roxanne trying to, gain her way into Dom's heart. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Saturday night's main event. Thoughts on Cody Rhodes returning, Damian Priest just walking out. I know there was a lot of drama about that. We're going to talk about Feathers. Lyra Valkyria, Feathers with a slamming promo, not. Penta qualifies for Money in the Bank as well. Some thoughts on Worlds Collide as the card starts shaping up. And to close out the show, we're going to talk about thoughts on WWE Battleground and AEW Double or Trash. So let's just jump right into it, EC. Let's talk about tonight.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question. The name of this show is called the Rated R Raw Review, right? The Rated R Raw Review. Why would we talk about nothing or nothing?
Well, that's why we're talking about it at the end.
What's up, Zach Minger?
Zach, happy Memorial Day to you. Thank you again for saying that about 3 or 4 times today. I really appreciate that. I want to take a moment to recognize the troops and their sacrifice for everything. Thank you, troops. Over 700,000 troops passed away, sacrificed their lives for this country, the United States of America. God bless America. God bless the troops. God bless you, EC. God bless everybody in the chat. Like and subscribe, everybody.
What are you, Tiny Tim?
Tiptoe through the tulips. Yes. All right, let's just talk about it. We got Monday Night Raw kicks off with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, the Wise Man, and Big Bumson Reed. He decides to return at Saturday night's main event. I want to start right there because Paul Heyman tries to make it make sense by explaining to you why the last time you saw Bronson Reed, he tsunami'd Seth Rollins 7 to 8 times, and now they're best friends. So, of course, it makes sense that the guy that kicked your ass and put you on the shelf for a hot month or two, you guys are going to be best friends now. Right? That makes sense, right? No, it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. Why is Bronson Reed in this faction, Chris?
I think it makes perfect sense. They were discussing. He said it. He said that the only person that was able to do anything like that to Seth Rollins was Big Bronson Reed. Therefore, it's best to have. You ever heard of it? If you can't beat him, join him. He brings him on the team because he sees the asset that he is. He sees the method of destruction. He looks at the vision. He knows what he has to do in order to win that World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's a brilliant move. Makes all the sense in the world to me. Paul Heyman said it. You just didn't listen.
That makes no sense. Plenty of guys can beat up other guys. That doesn't mean that they join the team. That's ridiculous. That makes no sense. And the fact that they just threw it out there like, it's obvious, was ridiculous. I think it's nonsense. They should have booked this better. It should have never been Bronson Reed. He should have been booked somewhere like in catering. George Lewis says Rollins is going to forgive and forget. How come you don't forgive and forget Roman Reigns? Cody Rhodes has beat him like 3 times. How come Cody Rhodes isn't in the faction? Huh? How about that?
No.
Who is El Hijo? Oh, we're going to talk about El Hijo. Who is the Son? The Son, and then the Father, and then the Holy Spirit. Amen.
What?
That's right. Chris, so this leads up to Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins. Good match. Took 30 minutes. Did you think this match needed to be 30 minutes?
No, but I'm still, and I remember I debated this with a few people before. I'm still in the believer that Raw and SmackDown should have shorter time periods for matches. Your longer matches should be on your PLEs. It was a Vince McMahon thing. Vince used to always let people be booked for one segment, one match of the night will get 2 segments, but every other match will get 1 segment, and your longer matches, the blow off matches, should be the pay per view. That's why you buy the pay per view. You don't give them everything free on Raw and SmackDown. I still believe that, but since Triple H took over, he has these longer matches on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, he does. I miss Vince. There's a lot of things that happened this weekend that I miss Vince. Bronson Reed, he would have never allowed it happen in the main event thing. Just
what's up with
would
you?
not have allowed it. So we've got this match. A lot of tomfoolery happening at the end. We get Sami Zayn hits Seth Rollins with a haluva kick. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Gets yanked out the ring by Braun Breaker. Also, Vince would have never allowed this to happen. 2 Brauns in the same faction? Hell no. Absolutely not. Vince would have never done this. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I count 1 Braun and 1 Bronson.
It's regardless. There's 2 Brauns. Vince would have never allowed this. He should have changed his name to Bumson. Then it would have been all right. That's what he is. He's a bum.
Why do you keep saying Brunson?
Because I call him Bumson.
Or, well, whatever. It's not the correct name. His name is Bronson.
He's a bum. That's what he is. And obviously he's somebody's son. Probably a bum son. Anyway, listen. Seth Rollins wins this match. Dominic Mysterio gets involved too. He slides in a steel chair, tries to slide it to Finn Balor, who's at the other side of the ring. Dom kind of shorts it. Finn crawls to it. Curb stomp. Pin. Seth Rollins wins the match. He is now, the 5th guy in the match? In Money in the Bank?
I think this.
Chat, correct me. I think so. We got 4. Penta, who we'll talk about later. He qualified earlier in the night. Who else is in there? God damn it! Now I can't remember.
In the men's?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Isn't Chad Gable in it? No, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable should be in it.
No, Chad lost the match. We'll talk about that later on. Yes, George, Dom did cost Finn Balor. We're going to see if that ends up coming back. But what do you think Seth Rollins is going to do here? What do you think? Seth Rollins, he's got to be the favorite to win the whole Money in the Bank, right?
And that's the reason why I don't think he is going to win it. But I need to see all the players in there before I can make a realistic prediction.
Okay. What other big name has to be added for you to be like, Seth Rollins doesn't have a chance now?
I don't know, because Braun Breaker. Oh, Solo's in it.
There you go. Oh, that's right. Solo's in it. Oh, LA Knight's in it.
LA Knight's in it as well. Yeah, actually, I think LA Knight and Solo both have very good shots of winning.
Thank you, George.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, but I think Seth is the favorite to win it now. So we will
definitely still the favorite, but I just don't see him winning. I think they're going to push it and push it and push it to make it look like he's going to win it but he doesn't really need to win it in order to do what he has to do.
I don't think that he should have been in Money in the Bank. Like, you just won your WrestleMania match, right? Mm-hmm. Which was against Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Mm-hmm. I think that win alone makes him the number one contender.
Look at your elbow. Not you.
What?
Not you.
Have y'all ever seen a forehead like he's... Oh, wow, that's rude. Hey, Jeff, what's up, man? Good to see you. Beating Roman Reigns and CM Punk, that shouldn't make you number one contender. So why does he need Money in the Bank? he's taken up a spot. This is my gripe with the booking. Is Seth has no reason to be in this match. He's already the number one contender. Doesn't need a title. Doesn't need a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Production is not my job. Thank you very much. No, he doesn't need it. Not at all. It's a waste. But the Money in the Bank briefcase is a waste to me anyway. I said they need to get rid of it so many times.
No, well, that's not happening.
Unfortunately not.
Next up on Monday Night Raw, we have Liv Morgan returning. She took the last month off to go to Japan to film a movie. And she returns here to a match with Kairi Sane. And I was like, oh, buddy. Like, there needs to be some sort of flim-flamming going on at the end of this match because Kairi Sane took an L last week. Now, we talked about it. She shouldn't have taken this L because it was supposed to be not Ivy Nile. What's her name?
Zoe Stark?
Zoe Stark. Zoe was supposed to take this pin, but she was like, nah, I'd rather be injured. And so she shorted a drop kick and then injured herself and then didn't take an L. So now Kairi was forced to eat a pin on her first night back, but you were
celebrating Memorial Day.
Where the F is William? Oh, will I? Yeah, he's celebrating. He's turning up in Baltimore. Hopefully he don't get locked up. He's like,
this is rude. This is just rude.
MDB says Zoe stank leg Stark. Well, now she's stanky leg. I mean,
and you just go along with that nonsense.
He's not wrong. Like, I mean, it's very stanky right now because it's crooked. Anybody gonna make the joke? Like, I'm surprised that the IWC didn't make the joke that like she took this leapfrog or what's it called, the springboard, and then missed hitting Kairi because obviously Kairi pulled up short, and then landed like Peter Griffin when he falls down the stairs. Like wild to me.
Wild is a disrespect that you're constantly showing these competitors.
Thoughts and prayers to Zoe Stark. Thoughts and prayers. Hope you get back. Hope you come back soon. So Kairi wins this match because of Roxanne Perez comes out, tries to help Liv Morgan win this match, but what's her name? The other one, the big Amazonian woman. Raquel Rodriguez is already out there, and she's all like, "What are you doing out here, you midget? Nobody called for you."
What?
She said that.
What?
She said it in Spanish. I don't know.
For 5 minutes, could you speak without the nonsensical retort that you use when you're speaking?
What? No, you don't understand Spanish like I do. So, like, you didn't understand. I got to translate for you. This man is negative or hating 24/7. Yeah, you're always.
Yes,
hating.
you are.
What?
Yes, you definitely are.
He is not talking about me. He's talking about you.
He is definitely talking about you.
Nah, I don't know.
100% talking about you.
100%. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez is arguing with Roxanne. In the back, there's a vignette or cutaway. Finn Balor loves this. Finn Balor loves that there's drama between Liv and Dom. I think he purposely invited Roxanne into the clubhouse to cause this drama. MDB says Zoe Stark looked like she was hitting. Zoe Stark looked like she was hitting one of them Vogue dances them RuPaul contestants do. That one's a good one. Yeah, I don't. Listen, Kairi Sane gets a roll up. She gets the win. Distraction roll up. And then Liv Morgan backstage doesn't get upset with Roxanne. She says, "You're the veteran, Raquel. You should have known better." You're talking to me? Oh, no. Come on, bro.
That doesn't surprise anybody. I mean,
that's why. Are you negative? Yo, is this your EC? Is this your shadow handle? Is this your burner handle? Mr. Cali J? See? Thank you, Charmaine. I am not negative. I appreciate it.
That means you're going to die soon.
What? Oh, my God. It's wild. So, yeah, that's Liv Morgan. What do you think? What are your thoughts on Liv Morgan returning and this whole drama with... We didn't talk about it last week, We glossed over the chicken nuggets, more chicken nuggets. Bro, what are they doing with all these chicken nuggets? There was at least like 100 chicken nuggets between last week and this week. Like,
There was a lot of chicken nuggets. There were a lot of chicken nuggets today. He had a whole plate full of chicken nuggets, right? This storyline seems very rushed.
I don't know. I think they're cooking. They're cooking.
Chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets. There was a big debate last week because everybody's like, "Oh, she's trying to get into his pants." She's not paying attention. He likes chicken tendies. And EC, as you know, there's a difference between chicken nuggets and chicken tendies. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Mr. Kelly J knows.
Kelly? Mad Dog Kelly? Like, what the hell? Yes, there's a difference between nuggets and tenders.
Who would you pick? Would you, if you had a choice, if like Roxanne Perez was rolling up to you and you already had Liv
Morgan,
you would stay with Liv? Why? Roxanne's too what? Too small? Too diminutive for you?
You know what? As somebody who's only 5'7", why are you having?
I am not 5'7". What are you talking about?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if you are 5'7". Okay, I'm sorry, not 5'7". If you're 5'6", why are you sitting here hating on other short people? Do you not like your own people?
I am. Look. See, look. It's obvious.
My bad because I outed you for being your height.
I'm sorry.
You didn't want anybody to know that you're 5'7" because when you're sitting down on air, you actually look. You're my height. You're not, right? You're about a foot. You're shorter. That's cool.
I'm a whole 3 inches taller than you. Look at us now. Look at us. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? I'm like a whole foot taller than you right now. What are you talking about? If I'm 5'7", then you're 4'3".
It's called Napoleon complex. You have it right now. Wow. You're trying to sit here and defend yourself. Look, I just would not pick Roxanne.
Okay. All right. Everybody in the chat is picking Liv. Jeff picks Liv. Who else? Oh, Charmaine picks. She says Liv is ugly. Roxanne is better. Wow. Oh, George picks Roxanne. Oh my God, this is amazing. A lot of people picking. Yeah, drop it in the chat if you're watching us live. If you're watching us taped or on delay tomorrow morning, whatever. Drop it in the chat. Who are you picking? Roxanne or Liv?
Dom's got everybody's picking Liv. I'm seeing all these Roxannes. There we go.
What are you talking? Yeah, there's Liv.
There's the first one.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's set up our first commercial break. We're going to take a break so we can catch up and I can boost my chair up higher because obviously I'm taking strays from this man.
Look at you. Look at you trying to get to 6 feet. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen.
I am at 6 feet. That's what my driver's license says.
Steve, therapy works. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got much more Monday Night Raw to talk about. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review.
I'm not hating on Patrick McAfee here. It's just
previously on the Mike Knox show.
Wrestling fans, I get confused in what you want from wrestling. It's okay for Patrick to do it, but if, like, say, Booker T came from behind the table, you guys would have a problem with that. Or if you know, I'm just because he's a commentator who's never wrestled. People who not like this little girl over here who has no reason to hate Logan Paul, just hates Logan Paul in the ring, and so she hates Logan Paul, right? So I don't get it. There's no way Patrick should win this match. Does Bayley come back to save you?
I hope. I'm hoping so much.
Right now, please chat. If you know of an exorcism, I call it a haterism. Can we find one for this little girl, Michaela Wonders? Because she is having a haterism right now in her life, and she needs to be, exercised here because she's tripping. She's set tripping, as the kids would say. You set tripping.
No, stop.
Wonders.
Bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it. Because many people think it. I just had the balls.
There you have it. There you have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mike Knox Show. Mike Knox, big news, breaking news here. Mike Knox, for the first time in 2 months, is actually going to return to his original time slot every Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. He's so happy he got it. Yeah, it's about 2 months he's been doing Monday or Tuesday mornings.
Really?
Yeah, but his shoot job gave him his schedule back, so he's able to come join you each and every single Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. The show for an intelligent wrestling fan himself, Honeybee, as well as you saw earlier, Michaela Wonders.
Before we get back into the Monday Night Raw discussion, I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened over the weekend. Jeffrey says, I like Roxanne, but she's too short. Oh, Mike Knox is here. I'm back, baby. Don't let him try to downplay your height, Steve. Thank you, MDB.
It's so interesting that you say the word downplay. That's exactly what I like to think of when I'm talking to short people. I'm picking Raquel over Liv, to be honest. Okay, see? Steve,
there's a video online of us outside of T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Right. And I was looking down on you, and you're wearing high heels. Look, Charmaine wants you to know. Charmaine wants you to know that her man says hi to you.
Oh, really? I read. This is why punctuation is important. I read that as Steve, my man.
Yeah, I read it as I know. I read it as Charmaine's been a faithful fan of us for 29 years, and I can tell what she's saying because I can hear her voice say, "Steve, my man said hello."
And she's on the bus.
No. George Samuel Lewis says Liv Morgan looked rusty during her match against Kairi Sane. That's what he said.
She's looking crusty. Oh, George, you rude.
No, rusty. Wow. What the hell are you reading?
Oh my God, George, what is the matter with you?
MDB999 says his co-host not even paying attention. That co-host being Michaela Wonders, not paying attention to. I thought for a second she was looking over to her left to see when she was going to get a chance to speak. I don't know. MDB999 says, this is who y'all let beat y'all for the end of the awards. She wasn't even paying attention. I'm back, baby. Mike Knox Show. He was on 11 o'clock a.m. today, says Jeffrey Lewis, Reimer, and Charmaine Marie says, LOL. George Lewis says, didn't I say rusty, bruh?
Yeah, you said crusty. Absolutely. I read it. I read it the right way.
What else happened on Monday Night Raw?
No, we're talking about, before we get back.
Oh, you want to talk about the weekend?
I want to talk about Saturday night's main event.
He made some good music.
We had two big things happen over the weekend on Saturday night's main event. One was the return of Cody Rhodes. We had John Cena with a backstage segment where he rolls up on Jey Uso and he's all like, "It's a mighty nice belt you got there. Mind if I help a YouTuber win it?" He's going to ruin wrestling by having Jey Uso lose to a YouTuber.
That's what he said?
That's exactly what he said.
That's not what he said.
That's what he said. Well, then, all right, then you do it. Go
ahead.
Went
to him, he said, mind if I help you?
Why do you?
That's not what he said. Where did you get that from?
From WrestlingInc.com.
Oh, well, look.
Just kidding.
I was going to say, let me tell you, the sites that you and Mad Dog Kelly use, I get you on my nerves. Okay?
He gets research. That's his research.
Well, it's not what he said. He said it would be funny if something like that were to happen and you were going to drop the title to a YouTuber, that being Logan Paul. Unfortunately, and I think Michaela Wonder said this earlier on the Mike Knox Show, the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, the main event match was only about 10 minutes. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul felt kind of short and flat before John Cena wobbled his old ass in the ring and started to attack main event Jey Uso. John Cena sucked. John Cena is not a GOAT. John Cena was trying to get in Jey Uso's head.
That's right.
You know what? I'm not sure I'm going to keep these comment things like this.
Cody Rhodes, let's talk about it. What do you think? Cody Rhodes is back. Is he automatically get a rematch with John Cena?
Not automatically. They're clearly setting up for SummerSlam. The problem I have with this is he came back and automatically made a match. Like, he can do that. When he was able to do that. And then he made Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Champion, look so weak. He came in and had to save him. And while Jey Uso's still down, let me tell you something. Today is going to be the most critical I've ever been of main event Jey Uso since he's been on this main event run.
Okay.
This man gets winded too fucking fast. Right? He had a 10-minute match with Logan Paul, and he needed to be... I mean, I know John Cena attacked him. It was John Cena attacked him alone. Logan Paul didn't even get a chance to get in there and double team. And he's so winded that he's sitting down there like, go, go, go. When Cody Rhodes said, I'm back, and I attacked you, and I get a tag team match at this place, and I don't have to ask Adam Pearce. I don't have to ask Nick Aldis, because I know they're the SmackDown Raw GMs. And y'all are SmackDown and Raw superstars. But I just get to make... It fell a little flat to me. And I felt like Jey Uso should have had a more definitive win. Logan Paul attacks him from behind. John Cena comes and joins him, something like that. I feel like it could have been a little bit better. But the Cody Rhodes return,
Oh, you thought it was lackluster, huh?
Yeah, I definitely do.
I'm glad to see him back. We needed a big baby face other than Jay.
John Cena insulted all YouTubers. That's not true because, God, this thing takes forever, these comments. That's not true because we're YouTubers.
We are.
Keep it. Look at this. Keep it. It makes my comment feel important.
Oh, look at this. Let me read this one for you. Prime sucks. I rather bang than shop on Amazon Prime.
That's not.
That's exactly what it says. That's what it says. Prime sucks.
Did you grow up in New York?
I rather.
Did you grow up in
bang.
New York? Did you?
I rather.
Because I'm trying to figure out what school you went to. Look.
Why would you say that to Charmaine? I rather.
I'm trying to ignore.
I rather bang.
I'm trying to ignore. Okay, no, that's not what it says. It says Prime sucks. I rather drink.
No, it does not say rather.
Well, if you can see Krusty, I can see rather. Okay, and I see rather. I see rather.
God. Unpopular review, Monday Night Raw review show. I'm Big Daddy Cool. This is EC. We're here making people laugh, entertaining review show of wrestling.
Hey
Mad
guys,
Dog, what's up? Good to see you. Joining us on Twitter.
One letter. No.
The other thing.
One word. 4 letters. Yeet. Can we just skip and go straight to his promo?
Do that again, but be winded before you get to the end. Go ahead, EC. 4 letters.
Okay. So this man came out, right? And I think somebody finally went in Triple H. Triple H is back there producing. I think somebody finally went in his ear and said, "Hey, you might want to start cutting Jey Uso's entrance a little short because usually when he's in the ring, he doesn't know what to say. He can't do anything else because he's used up all his energy." So Triple H decided to cut his entrance for the last 2 shows. He doesn't get a full entrance before a commercial break. Now, that being said, he comes out, and then Gunther comes out. Gunther cuts a nice promo, as he always does. Now, let me tell you something. I know this guy is a hater.
They gave Gunther 5 minutes. They were like, let my man Jay catch his breath.
I know this guy. I'm getting there. I know this guy's a hater of Gunther. But Gunther actually looks, even though he's not going to win, he actually looks like, hey, he can win this match. He does a very good job of selling that. That being said, then after he's long-winded with his great promo, Jey Uso says, and somebody brought it to my attention. I tried to ignore it, right? I always saw it, but I was trying to ignore it. But then they brought it to attention. I was like, damn it, I can't unsee it now. I can't ignore it. Mm-hmm. Jey Uso cuts the same promo, right? Okay. You say something about him. He looks angry. He makes his face, this mean, I'm a thug face. And then he starts pacing back and forth, and he says something serious. They want to yeet. No, real quick. Be quiet before I lose it, right? He says it, and he says absolutely nothing. There was a moment, I want everybody to get their stopwatches out and watch this promo again. There was a moment where Jey Uso just paces back and forth. You knew he forgot his fucking line. He did not know what the hell he was going to say. So he just wrapped it up and said, 1 word, 4 letters, yeet. Nothing was done on that promo. That man was so out of breath and could not remember what he was going to say. Looks like a champion. Very popular, but I'm starting to see some stuff.
I really think that, based upon what we saw at Wale Mania, Prime suck. Why did you put this back up? Are you trying to kill me? What are you doing?
I was. Yeet. Go ahead. We're listening.
I think based upon what we saw at Wale Mania, where Jay actually showed up, and again, Jay's unscripted at this Wale Mania event. I think the dude suffers from social anxiety. I think he's got severe anxiety to public speaking, which makes
he's not that good at it.
Extremely difficult to be a professional wrestler, A, and B, a world champion.
I told Bad Guy Jack this not so long ago that Jey Uso is actually not that good on promos. He can deliver. He's actually a good, I won't say actor, but he practices it and he does it well. But if you trip him up, it shows.
Yeah.
Right? It has to be completely by the script. If something happens, he will crack either with a smile or you can tell when he gets a little lost in the sauce. And that's unfortunately what happens when it comes to him and his promos. He doesn't know how to. That's why he always tells it. He's the only one, whether it was whether it was yes, he's the only one that asks the crowd not to do his catchphrase because it messes up what he's trying to say in his promo.
Right.
That's why he needs you to stop. It's not because you're killing, and I mean, a part of it is, but it's not because you're killing the dynamic of what he's trying to say. He's trying to be serious right now. It's also because you're going to mess him up and you're going to trip him up. He's not good with stuff like that. Yeah. Great person, though. But I do know that he is the less social person, because I've seen him, of course, outside. He's the less social person of Jimmy. Jimmy will sit there and talk all day and clown and all this other stuff. Jay gets tired. He'll get up and he'll move, and he doesn't want to be bothered.
Right.
Well, he's just the persona he shows on air is his wrestling persona. He's not really that approachable. Yeah. I always say, certain wrestlers and how they are outside by how many pictures they get with their fans on a outside basis. You don't see Roman, right? Yeah. You never see Roman with a fan.
No.
Hardly ever see that shit. You don't see Seth Rollins.
No.
Right? Seth Rollins is an asshole. I've always said that, right? You don't see Jey Uso. No, Seth is an asshole. AJ Styles. I know it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but when you pay attention, you don't see AJ Styles. AJ Styles can be a big asshole as well.
But they're setting boundaries. Why? They're not a-holes. They're just setting boundaries.
No. I can see you setting boundaries, and I can just see you being an ass. Okay? I've seen these wrestlers in action. Remember, they most of them live in Florida. None of the ones I mentioned, but still.
Let's catch up with some of these comments. Hold up. We got to go up.
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. Didn't know if I want to see that. I actually do want to see the match. It was just stupid how they brought it up. Jey Uso is super over. Not disputing that. He is right. And I do believe he is actually finally getting the main event attention that he's needed. That world title is finally getting a main event attention that is needed. And it's been needed for a while. Seeing that championship on Saturday Night's main event, I don't know if you saw necessarily when he was across from John Cena and they both had the championships. I looked at both titles, and I've been a really big fan of the WWE Championship. But that world title is very, very beautiful.
It is.
And it actually looked a little bit better next to the WWE Championship. Wow. Jay and Cody are former tag team champions, by the way. Thank you, MDB. I'm sure everybody knew that. Jeffrey, we're not going to do this, right? We're not going to do this, right?
Why not? We did it for like 5 minutes. Hey, what's up, Elvis?
Some troll that should have been deported along with about 18 other people I know says hi to Big Daddy Cole.
What? See, if you want to talk about somebody that's like 4'8", that Elvis is here.
Well, there's something called a microorganism. NDB 999 says, "I'd rather be with you" is my favorite Beyonce song. Why are we doing this? Jey Uso does look winded, says George Samuel Lewis. And you gotta love these new comments, man. Look how long it's taking. Look at this. It's like a Jey Uso promo. All right, let's get to the point. All right. Jay finally wearing his new merch.
You know,
Elvis says, "No, I know. I said I was going to change it because this crap is annoying. I mean, I like the intro style of it, but look at this. Look. What's up, everyone?" Oh my gosh! MVP says, "I know Steve saw Gunther's white jacket, but blue shirt."
That's right. That's why you changed your shirt today, right? No black shirt, right? Because
say this every single time I wear a shirt that's not black. Stop. Raw was fired tonight, according to Fernando. Fernando also says, "This was an excellent promo." Charmaine comes back with a clapback, says, "Do I think he is going to face Jay next week?" I have no idea who she's talking about. Charmaine also says, I want to see the rematch. Oh, here we go. Go ahead, Steve.
I'm so confused. Do I think he's going to face Jey Uso next week? No, he's going to face Jay after Money in the Bank.
2 weeks from now, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, they said it tonight. Todd
Money in the Bank is next Saturday. Because now we're on rapid PLE. Let me tell you something. This is something else. Let me tell you what really grinds my gears. I think that's what some uncool people say.
Sure, go ahead.
Triple H, Nick Khan, TKO, whoever does this, stop booking so much shit. And what I mean by that is, I literally saw 3 other stadiums that weren't Tampa today. 3 other stadiums because you're promoted for SummerSlam, You're promoting for Money in the Bank. You're promoting for Evolution and Saturday Night's Main Event. What is going on? I can't keep up. My bank account surely can't keep up. That's why I'm not going to these
none of our
events
bank
on
accounts
SummerSlam.
can keep up.
Right? Every time you came back, tickets go on sale for this, tickets go on sale. And you showed me the freaking arena. And I'm like, why do you have cameras outside all these places, you stalker? Look, granted, I'm going to try to get to Evolution. I'm really going to try to get to Evolution. We will see. Because I was at the first Evolution, and I would like to take my daughters back to Evolution. So I'm going to try to go to Evolution. But you're killing me. Nico Extra, friend of the program, he's going to Money in the Bank. I could have faded.
Charmaine wants to know, I might want to go back to this. Charmaine wants to know who to win Money in the Bank, men and women. You see, who to win?
You are the biggest asshole.
Why? I'm reading the comments.
You are the biggest asshole I've ever met in my life. I swear to goodness. God!
I don't know about you, but the men's, Charmaine, I think Seth Rollins is going to win the men's one. The women's one, I really hope that Becky, well, no, not Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch isn't in it. Who's in it? Listen, anyone can win the women's one. The one I don't want is that basic one, Julia. Good God, she's so basic.
Julia is not basic. Julia is fantastic.
Bro, she is so basic. So basic.
No, you're
so
saying
basic.
Charlotte Flair wrong. Look, Julia
so basic that you can't tell her and Kairi Sane apart now. They both have purple hair.
Wow.
They both have purple hair. And Kaylani Jordan. I texted this man on Sunday. I said, oh, snap. Julia back in NXT? Nope. It's Kaylani Jordan got purple hair. That's what happened.
Kaylani Jordan got her soul snatched on Sunday by Sol Ruka. An excellent match. I do recommend that.
That was a good match. That was a
I don't want
match.
to see Jay and Cody versus John Cena and Logan Paul. How you know that he wants that match? I guess you missed Saturday night's main event.
Are you winning, Jay? Take a breath, Jay.
Fernando said, this is why Jay becoming champion was a mistake. I don't believe it was a mistake. I think it was the right move. Charmaine said, we're not going back to that. Todd says, anytime. Where do I get some Big Daddy cool shades? I'm pretty sure
these
it's
shades? These
Victoria's
shades?
Secret.
You let me put you on to something. These shades you can buy at WWE.com. These are the Jey Uso. Oh, I'm losing the shades. There you go. No, fuck it. These are the Jey Uso Yeet glasses. Except you got to write Yeet. You got to get a white chalk marker and write Yeet on them. But I chose not to do that right now.
Jay is better than all the wrestlers. AEW.
Bib. You know, it's funny that she put bib AEW because most of the basement dwellers that watch AEW need bibs when they eat. Because they're all like,
EC hates fun. Wow. Okay.
Many people say that.
Many people say that. And I'm like the life of the party. I never understand that.
Nope.
Charmaine says, "Oh God, stop! I was typed so fast."
She was
still typing. Still, yeah. All right.
Fast.
Elvis says his life is overrated. Yeah, you know what?
Wait a minute. He did not say his life is overrated. What do you?
I agree with you, Elvis. I agree with you.
Marcus
T. Browder says EC got the same barber as John Moxley. Okay.
Oh no! Come on. Is that Willie? Is that Willie's burner?
No, I don't know who the hell that is. Charmaine Marie says, "Ding dong, you're wrong, Elvis." Jeff says, "Don't forget Worlds Collide." I don't know why Earth did. Fernando,
hold up a second. That's not right. We're gonna get to some Worlds Collide stuff in a minute when we talk about.
No one gives a flying fuck about
I do.
Worlds Collide.
I love it. I'm thinking about going to LA. How about that?
Okay. That's a far cry from our last conversation from 2 days ago. But you go ahead and go to LA, buddy, because you're not going to make Vegas next year for WrestleMania.
The next thing I want to talk about on Monday Night Raw, talking about promos. Good God. I could hear, there was like a loud noise. Like going, and I was like, what was that? I felt like my power went out, but all the lights were still on. And you know what?
The Y6 showed up?
Feathers was in the ring.
Oh, God. Who the fuck is Feathers?
You know Feathers is Lyra Valkyria. Please stop with this.
I know Lyra Valkyria. I know you're Intercontinental Champion. I don't know Feathers. I don't know Feathers.
Listen, Becky Lynch, I agree with all the criticism that she's Becky Hogan. All the nonsense and the criticism that was levied at poor Charlotte Flair during WrestleMania was actually about Becky Lynch. But I support Becky Lynch. I can't wait till she takes this title off this bird. Feathers. Bro, this promo sucked. This promo sucked so bad that I thanked the maker when they hit Becky Lynch's music. And you know Feathers was struggling. You know why?
I don't know who Feathers is.
You do know who Feathers is because Feathers was sweating profusely.
So is Paul.
She's all damp looking in the ring, like she's Rocky, like fighting in the 12th round. Like she's just
she probably just had a workout. She's jacked.
Oh please, ridiculous. What from wooing? From woo.
The crowd loves it. Hey, I was happy.
She looked like a fucking bushwhacker out there. All that goddamn wooing.
She definitely didn't.
It's ridiculous. I can't listen. She's not ready. She's not ready for this, Chris. She's not ready. I'm telling you.
She's been Intercontinental Champion for the better part of 5 months.
It doesn't matter.
She's had great matches. She had one of the best matches of the year with Becky Lynch. And
everybody has a great match, Chris.
Backlash.
Enough of this stuff. Wrestlers have a great match. They're all supposed to have a great match. They're wrestlers. Stop with this nonsense. You can't tell me Lyra Valkyria is top 10 right now in the world. You can't tell me that.
I can definitely make an argument that she's top 10. I can make an argument.
Ridiculous.
I can make an argument she's top 10.
10 more.
I can tell you who's not top 10, right? And that's her counterpart on SmackDown, the United States champion, Zelina Vega. Hey, how's that 619 coming?
We're not talking about Zelina Vega right now. Don't deflect from Feathers.
No. We're talking about 6'9", because I'm not going to give her the benefit of 1 because she didn't connect, right? With just a 6 and a 9, breaking noses out here. Huh, Zelina? She needs Rey Mysterio.
We're not talking about Zelina right now. We're talking about Feathers.
I don't know who Feathers is. I'm talking about
You do know who Feathers is. Everybody here knows who Feathers is. Feathers is trash. She needs to just drop this belt.
Well, if she's roadkill, that's fine. But I was talking about
she's going to be roadkill.
I was talking about Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, my God.
You're
Intercontinental
champion who already whooped that Becky Lynch's ass, who comes out here, if I win, you got to look at me in the eye and raise my hand. Shut the hell up.
I can't believe it.
Lyra Valkyria all the way.
What? For what? Bro, you don't even own any Feathers shirts.
I don't know who the fuck Feathers is.
Yes,
There's no wrestler named Feathers.
God.
There's no wrestler named Feathers.
I can't believe that half of this chat is actually defending her. This is ridiculous. What is wrong with
an Intercontinental Champion named Lyra Valkyria, who's an excellent wrestler.
Dom is the man for pulling out on Roxanne? What? They didn't get that far, Elvis.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just go ahead and throw this disclaimer out there right now. Do not buy these Jey Uso glasses. Apparently, you can't read shit when you're wearing them.
Don't say that.
They're awful.
Not right.
They are awful. Don't buy them. I want y'all to be able to read. Y'all got to learn how to read the stop sign if you're driving. You got to learn how to read the speed limit. You got to learn how to read your bank account, unless you want to transfer money to me by accident. I'm fine with that. But don't wear these glasses that Steve got.
Are you going to give out your Zelle account like
nope.
Mike does?
Well.
Hold on, I gotta. MTB is coming for me. Apparently, I offended his girlfriend, Feathers. Lyra cut a phenomenal. Good God, you need to look up phenomenal in the dictionary because phenomenal is not this promo. Put some respect on Bird Lady's name. I love the. You know what?
Steve read the comments exactly how they come in. Well, he hasn't.
Thank you. See, he does.
He's been fucking them all night. Todd says, the big news is we finally got pro wrestling content on Wednesdays, Cody's podcast.
That's right.
So
that's right. Thank you, Cody.
Speed, Evolve, Dynamite, none of these are shows, I guess. Okay. You're right, Charmaine. Chris is right. Whenever it shows up. There you go.
No.
Yes.
She's saying that your face is on the right. That's what she's saying.
That's the
Chris
best you
is
got.
on the right.
I want to see Roxanne Perez done. Want to see what she does with the briefcase by MDB.
I hope
Steve,
she does
stop.
win. So that way that basic
Stop the
Julia
cap.
will win.
Julia is good.
Oh my
I agree with you,
God.
George Samuel Lewis.
No.
Julia is excellent. Very good talent.
Let me ask
I
you.
actually was not a fan of hers. I was not a fan of hers for a
You
while.
still aren't. Stop lying.
No, I recently realized that she is very, very good. I give Julia credit.
What's her finishing move?
Let's see.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's right. Thank you.
Trick.
Nobody
Williams.
knows. You know what? Because it's basic.
Todd says Julia is way better than Miss Potato Face.
You gotta be kidding me, Todd. What is the matter with you? What is going on in the comments tonight?
Elvis
Is everybody
Martinez
on crazy
says
pills?
he has a crush on Big Daddy Cool. You know what? Elvis, that surprised me. I'm pretty sure Steve would
It's
like to crush
Memorial
you
Day, and
underneath a truck.
Elvis, what is the matter with you? You put the American flag to cover your privates. That's wild. That picture. Unreal.
Everyone love Charmaine. That's true. We all love you, Charmaine. FDB 999 says Lamb MLO LMAO. Nah, that's my burner. Worlds Collide is going to be lit as fuck.
It is.
Todd, I
Fire
just
match.
don't see how nobody knows anything about these people. Todd
We should do a
0864
do a
says
live stream of.
I'll be in DC. I won't be doing that.
Oh man,
Does
what a-
Moxie's haircut come with a complimentary blade job?
without a doubt.
I don't know how we're talking about EW again. Lyra cut phenomenal pro. Okay, we already read that. Joy Samuel Lewis says, Steve, stop the cap. Her name is not Feathers. Her name is Lyra Valkyria, your intercontinental champion.
Feathers.
I love the peacock.
I'm sorry, what? I love the what?
I love the peacock. That's what it says.
That's wild.
That's literally what it says. I love the peacock.
Yeah, I bet.
Becky
Yeah,
Lynch is not
man.
going to win because Bailey's going to cost her. I do see that possibly being something that happens.
I need Bailey to mind her business is what she needs to do. Let nature take its rightful place.
And what you
and
need
take
to do
out
is
the
chill
trash.
out on Lyra, Steve. That's what you need to do.
MDB, she's trash. Becky told y'all. She's taking out the trash. And then we should all thank her for it.
I see the feathers at the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
George Samuel Lewis says, welcome to the Radar Review starring the executive consultant, Christopher Harris. I appreciate that.
That's staring.
MDB999 says, Steve, you're literally the only person who don't like Lyra's
Bro,
promo.
listen, I want to tell you something. You guys tune in to us not to hear the same nonsense that you hear on every podcast. You want to go listen to what's that bald midget that now works with Sarah Schreiber on Tuesdays?
Sam Roberts? No, not
Sam Roberts. You want to listen to Sam Roberts go, oh,
Peter
man,
Rosenberg.
Lyra Valkyria is the best. Oh, Cody Rhodes is the best. Everybody's the best. Everybody's the best. Kiss everybody's ass. Nobody cares about what I'm telling you right now. In a year, Lyra Valkyria is nobody. They're going to turn her heel within the next 6 months because she ain't going to be around. I'm telling you right now.
What the hell is this comment saying?
I didn't read it. It's too fast. To be honest, Zelina Vega has made the WWE Women's Champion. Man, see, look, there you go. George finally woke up.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I can't. I just did.
There's no. Look at you. You're suffering right now. Why in the world would anybody believe that Zelina Vega is doing a good job with that U.S. Championship? She comes out to no pop, none, no pop. Nobody comes to help her because nobody likes her, right? And she fucks up a 619.
Listen, it's hard to. Have you ever tried to do a 619?
No, because I know my place, and she needs to know her place, not in the wrestling ring.
Those rings, that second rope is pretty high.
Name the best WrestleMania match that Solo's had. I'll wait. Okay, no problem. The match where he saw you and soloed you outside, so we didn't have to see your face anymore. Is Feathers a Marvel character? That's from Jeffrey. Oh, gotta wait this. Yeah, I'm gonna. Next week, these comments are gonna change.
Oh my god! If Feathers was a Marvel character, she'd be a bum. She'd be one of those villain bums that like showed up and gets washed in the first 5 seconds.
Lyra is an excellent wrestler. Her mic skills are finally coming around with the in-ring
Bro, everybody must be high as like. I want to know what strain y'all are smoking tonight that you thought that was a phenomenal promo tonight. Like she couldn't even hit the finishing note. She was supposed to like slam, like drop the mic. She stepped over herself. She fumbled. She stuttered. She ain't ready for prime time. She's not.
She's
Come on,
already
guys.
prime time. She's the Intercontinental Champion.
Bro, just because they gave her this belt does not make her like ready for prime time. She's being
Once again,
exposed right
Once
now.
again, I think you're projecting everything that's wrong with Zelina Vega and putting it into Lyra Valkyria.
Thank you, Charmaine. See, finally, Charmaine's waking up.
Julia's finisher is that brainbuster move. I said that.
Bro, the brainbuster move. What's it called?
It's
Wait till we talk about Joe Hendry in a minute.
Trash. Lyra's jacked and she can go in the ring. Once she finds her stride in front
Again
of
with this, go in the ring.
move.
Everybody can go in the ring. Stop with this.
What's going on, Honeybee? How you doing?
Finally, Logic has stepped into the chat.
Because she said, hey, guys.
That's right. Honeybee is here.
Lyra's potentially better than Becky ever was.
Yo, you are drunk. Oh, now you're drunk. I'm going to, you know what? Where do I send the Uber, MDB? Where do I send the Uber to
Good
pick you up?
evening, and Steve. I hope you fellas had an amazing holiday weekend. I had one until I had to work with Shorty Fry here. I don't apologize.
Who is Shorty Fry?
You. But I hope you had a good weekend. Zelina Vega's championship reign feels like a charity case.
That's what Lyra's feels like. My
Want
God.
Lyra to be successful.
No, you don't. Nobody, listen, it is a charity case. I want her to be successful. Get out of here. Nobody does.
The only problem with Feathers is her taste in men. I'm going to be real with you. I saw her man at Backlash. I thought that was a woman. I had to look at it a few times.
You're so rude.
Lord forgive me. I'm smoking that Becky Lynch pack. Big time Becky Lynch.
My God. I can't.
Preach, Big Daddy Cool Facts. Y'all on fire tonight. Y'all just came in the comments. I'm over here. What else happened on Monday Night Raw? We've been talking about Lyra Valkyria.
I know. Who knew that Lyra would get so much heat? God, who knew? Who knew? Definitely not me. Let's talk about Penta. Penta qualifies for the Money in the Bank match. This is like the
I
first
will
match.
request that you don't say who Zelina Vega's cousin is because they're probably in hiding after Zelina Vega's performance on Saturday. Go ahead.
So, they're not hiding. They're very proud of Zelina Vega. Hutchie Chucky. That's what Chris is trying to get every Friday night is Hutchie Chucky, but no girl will swipe right. Penta qualifies for Money in the Bank. And this was Penta versus Chad Gable versus Dragon Lee. You want to talk about charity case? They actually gave Dragon Lee a match tonight. So
yeah, with no
he did
interest. Look, he did great. He even leaped across.
That was a good spot that he did.
The most important part about this match is I want to talk about. Let's talk about it. Chad Gable has to be the best wrestler in the world.
I don't know. I mean, Grande Americano is still out there.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of Lyra since NXT. She's really grown on me a lot more since coming to the main roster. Roman wasn't ready.
Bro,
he had the title and bombed too. Cena destroyed him. They gave him Heyman and he got better. Lyra needs to be a Heyman girl. Go.
No, she doesn't. No, please. Paul Heyman will retire if they ever give him that project. Jeffrey's had enough of the Lyra talk. Enough. What was I going to say?
We were talking about Chad Gable.
This was a good match. Penta super over, and they're obviously
he's in the Money in the Bank. We failed to mention that earlier.
He won. He qualified. I said that. Chad busted open during the match.
Yeah, because of Vikingo.
Hijo. All right, everybody. We're gonna practice Spanish now tonight. This is part of the Spanish lesson tonight. Hijo. Go ahead, Chris. Hijo.
No one
del
cares
Vikingo.
About him.
Wow. So rude. Hijo del Vikingo versus Chad Gable at...
Everything Steve said about Lyra applied to that to Dragon Lee.
We're not talking about Dragon Lee, all right? We're talking about Penta, and we're talking about Chad Gable, and we're talking about...
Dragon Lee can go. Dragon Lee is what they wanted Penta to be, and then they messed up because Dragon Lee got messed up and he got injured, so that messed him up one. Then when they got Penta, that was a wrap with Dragon Lee.
Yep. And Ray.
Well, Ray sucks.
We need to have another PLE and PR right now with Zelina as champ and all the luchas on the roster. That would be insane. I agree with Todd. Hijo del Vikingo has a match with Chad Gable at Worlds Collide. Stephanie Vaquer looks like she's going to have a match at this PLE as well. This is shaping up to be pretty cool. A pretty cool card if you're really into Lucha Libre. Now, Chad Gable is Chad Gable, not Grande Americano. And Hijo del Vikingo, obviously, you know from his AEW stint, he's a pretty big deal in AAA. So I don't think they're going to kind of just job him out.
I didn't even know he was on AEW, but here's my point. The point is nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch it. The Worlds Collide pay-per-view should have been TNA versus NXT. This is a waste, and it's at the Kia Forum because they got the Intuit Dome for you're killing me, Trips. You're killing me.
Why you gotta say this about? There's a lot of Latinos on the card. Why you hating on Latinos?
I'm not hating on Latinos. It's just nobody knows. They have done a very bad job of introducing these people to us in order for us to
Hijo
care.
del Vikingo showed up tonight.
Who?
You don't even care to learn how to pronounce his name.
No. Why do you keep talking about Alberto Del Rio losing his belt? Why do you keep? This is like the third time you mentioned this.
Because he read that somewhere.
Stop.
He does a lot of research. Stephanie Vaquer. I'm sorry, Steve, but she's dating. Listen, that's not been confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Oh no, it's not confirmed. Stop with this. We're not spreading any rumors. Mike says that we don't spread rumors around here.
We don't. I'm telling you that I know for a fact they are dating.
Watch this. If Miles Bourne is watching, go fuck yourself, Miles Bourne. See, look at that. I'm pretty sure he didn't pick up anything what I just said.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run another commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Monday Night Raw and less
Get lost, Miles Bourne.
Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. This isn't going to be real quick. We'll be right back. Rated R Raw Review. Zach Consultant, Big Daddy Cool. We'll be right back.
When the need for certainty is absolute and the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
ERE side, you have the Next Doctor as well as Mike Knox reviewing the recently just released Mission Impossible movie. Come out, go ahead and check that out on our sister channel of Unpopular Review Entertainment on YouTube. But let's go back into some Monday Night Raw. Big Daddy Cool, what else do we have going on?
We're done talking about Monday Night Raw. It's over.
Okay.
There's nothing else to talk about Monday Night Raw.
Well, there was a World Tag Team Championship match.
No. We don't need to talk about that. That didn't listen. There was a tag team match. There was a couple Vikings, but the only Viking that we all care about is Hijo del Vikingo.
No one cares about him.
I care. Chris, before we wrap up tonight, because
what's his finishing maneuver?
Before we, it's el tope suicida.
So he has a suicide dive as his finishing maneuver.
T. Oh no! Oh, sorry. That's his setup move. His finishing move is chinga tu madre. Do you understand what that means?
No, I was reading this long comment.
Steve, wow, LOL. I mean, Steve has a point, EC. They're trying to introduce people to you, and you just said that you don't care and then complain about it. See, he don't make it make sense.
They're making it make sense. They're not introducing because they should be on Raw and SmackDown, not just one person.
Before we wrap up, guys, we're going to talk about some random stuff that happened over the weekend. A lot of wrestling over this weekend. And what I want to start with is something that everybody's talking about. You had this major PPV for AEW. Double or nothing. Everybody wanted to believe that they were hyped up about this. And this was so trash that this morning, what people can't stop talking about is Trick Williams beating Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship. And now Trick Williams is a world champion. 3 times. So.
False. Let me stop you right there. Trick Williams is not a 3-time world champion. Trick Williams is a 1-time world champion, barely recognizable.
Did you see Trick Williams? I already know the answer to this. Did you see Trick Williams beating Joe Hendry?
Not at all. He did? And I think this is very stupid for TNA.
What? I think it's brilliant. I love it.
No way in hell. They're not doing what they should be doing. This partnership is not benefiting TNA just like it was with AEW. They got these wrestlers beating these TNA superstars. Why am I tuning into TNA if their superstars always lose?
Disagree. Because their TNA guy is going to get the win. But it's not the TNA guy that you think. They've got TNA here in New York has a big show. They have booked the UBS Arena that holds over 10,000 people. AEW tries to fill up the UBS Arena and cannot do it. TNA in July, thanks to the WWE, will do it. You had last night the return, over the weekend, not even last night. Over the weekend, you had the return of Mike Santana. He showed up on
No one cares about Mike Santana.
Bro, people like Mike Santana. If you're a TNA,
no, they don't.
If you are a TNA fan, you know LAX, you respect LAX, future Hall of Famers.
Right, LAX, not Mike Santana.
And Mike Santana is one half of LAX.
Nobody cares about Mike Santana.
And when Mike Santana...
Nobody's buying a ticket for Mike Santana.
I can tell you what, when Mike Santana is booked to face Trick Williams in July for the World TNA title, Mike Santana will beat Trick Williams, be the new TNA World Champion, and the place will pop because
you're out of your mind.
New York, Nixon 6. This will happen. This will happen.
If Mike Santana is headlining that pay-per-view, no one's buying a ticket. Nobody's watching the show. That is the dumbest thing TNA can do outside of having Trick Williams beat Joe Hendry, who's super over, but Kane shows up at WrestleMania and gets beat in 5 minutes and gets double RKO like a fool, and then he loses to Trick Williams. Like, it's dumb. It's stupid. It makes no freaking sense to me. Trick Williams is a 2-time NXT champion, and the NXT championship is not a world championship. I wish people stop saying that. It is not a world championship. It's not even high as the fucking TNA World Championship. It's not even as high as the MLW World Championship. The NXT Championship is just a little bit lower than the Intercontinental Championship.
I don't know. Right now, I'd rather be Stephanie Vaquer than Lyra Valkyria, so I think you're wrong.
But Stephanie Vaquer is performing in front of 200 people tomorrow, right?
Listen, that's because they like to perform at the Performance Center. They do events where you got to get bussed in on a short bus.
No one wants to see this match.
Everybody, Charmaine wants to see it. Charmaine will be there at the UBS.
Because Charmaine thinks she's friends with Mike Santana.
She is. New York will show up for Mike Santana. He's a draw.
I agree, George Samuel Lewis. Why? Y'all, that stupid ass, dumbass city?
Because people are talking about it. TNA.
No one's talking about it but you. Literally, no one's talking about it.
What are you talking about? Everybody online is talking about this.
No, they're not. Nobody's talking about it.
Yes, they are. No, everybody online is talking about this rather than any nonsense that happened on that AEW pay-per-view.
That's
you know what the biggest thing from the AEW pay-per-view they're talking about? Is Kenny Omega coming out to Drowning Pool. Hey, buddy, put on some, let the bodies hit the floor. Do you know how trash your pay-per-view has to be for that to be the biggest takeaway? Do you know, Chris, how trash your pay-per-view has to be for Tony Khan to have a press scrum after the show? And the most important question that you get asked is not about your pay-per-view. It's about, hey, Tony, what about Scorpio Sky? How come we haven't seen? Do you understand how vanilla midgety it is that you have a pay-per-view that went 55 hours long? This stupid show ran 2 days. And nothing noteworthy came from it that people are more talking about Tony Khan being asked a question about Scorpio Sky. God, I hate AEW. God, I hate
this AEW is definitely showing again. Because plenty of people were talking about something that happened and nothing or nothing.
What? Osprey being buried? Osprey's
hella
buried.
NXT people have lost on TNA TV. Guess what? The reason how come no one knows about it is because no one watches TNA.
Look at that. MDB says Mike Santana versus Trick Williams is a money match.
Yeah, he's wrong. Mike Santana is a great talent. Yeah.
Why did you erase that so quickly? Mike Santana is money, bro. That's
hey,
what he
Big
just
Daddy
said.
Cool, did you know Cody Rhodes came back on Saturday night and has over 35 million views on WWE socials right now?
Hey, Mad Dog, did you know that we talked about that like about 40 minutes ago? No, you didn't, because you were probably tuning into some other podcast. How are you part of
Mike Santana is my friend.
Mike Santana is her friend.
So you're biased, so I can't talk to you.
What?
You see, the TNA crowd goes crazy for Mike Santana. You're not watching the shows. No one watches the shows.
No one watches the shows. No one really watches WWE.
Because you muted, nobody don't even hear what you're saying.
I hear him.
Is she speaking to her cousin?
I don't know. I think maybe her boyfriend turned off the volume on the.
Joe Hendry.
I'm trying to go to sleep. I need to mute her. Mute her from watching this.
Nobody was talking about nothing or nothing. That's not true because Mad Dog Kelly was. The
Bro, that
was,
doesn't. He's an AEW mark. What are you talking about? This man loved. He was so excited about AEW Double or Nothing. By the time that the best women's match of the weekend occurred, he was like, Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter having a real banger. And I'm like, no.
Sasha Banks always has a banger.
Bro, nobody's talking about that match today.
People talking about Sasha Banks.
People are talking about Sol Ruca, Kaylani Jordan. They're talking about Stephanie Vaquer, and they're talking about Jordan Grace.
No.
I want to put some shine on my
Banks.
girl for a minute.
Sasha Banks above all of them.
She doesn't identify as Sasha Banks anymore. Stephanie Vaquer, I already thought the world of this woman before. She is such a draw in my heart. And this match with Jordan Grace, she proved that she could go in with a powerhouse and match up with a powerhouse. Great match. If you didn't watch it again. Run it back. Great match.
If you didn't watch it again.
That's right. Watch it again. Mike is going to be at Queens for Puerto Rico next week. Saturday night at House of Glory at Queens.
That's all y'all got. That is literally all y'all got. Y'all try to use that so much in order to make this man popular. It's the same shit with Damian Priest. Nobody cares about this. These people are not interesting. They're not entertaining. Stop trying to. Zelina Vega does the same thing also. Y'all got to stop.
Wow, you are just like hating on all the Latinos tonight.
No, I'm hating on the ones that use the Puerto Rico
I don't
thing
think you've
so
put
one.
I don't think you've put one Latino over tonight.
Are you kidding me?
You're calling me 4'5",
Grando Americano?
He wasn't even on the show tonight, and he's
great.
not. He's not Latino.
Oh, he's Mexican. You're right.
You son of a.
Let's see. Why are you guys not talking about Cody Rhodes? Once again, Cody Rhodes is back because
I'm about to lose my voice.
I'm about to lose my shit. We talked about Cody Rhodes. I wasn't a fan of him coming back. I don't want to talk about Cody Rhodes again. Besides, Cody Rhodes is a SmackDown star. This is the rated R Raw review.
5 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna log off.
I literally watched TNA with the 80 plus people the other day, bro. Were they all at home in their basements beating their meat? What was going on?
Why would you say that?
Because why is he lying? Just because one person has about 80 IP addresses.
You think MDB is just sequestering people? Like he's kidnapping people and just forcing them to watch TNA?
Hey, I didn't say it. You did. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're doing, I hope the FBI watches.
That's so rude, man. What are you accusing
Biggest
him?
Story
Hold
here
on a second. Hold on a second.
To a SummerSlam, huh?
Are you accusing him of elder abuse? Are you saying that MDB works at an elder facility, and when all the old people were like, "I'm ready to watch The Price is Right," he's like, "No, bitches, you're gonna watch TNA." And they're like, "Oh no."
That's a very, very descriptive point of view you have. Could you possibly be in on it?
like, no, you. All I heard that Tony Khan was doing that in a couple places. That's how he gets the numbers to go up.
Why? What is up with you? What did AEW do to you that
Bro,
you always feel the need?
it's their fans. Their fans work me up so much.
But we're discussing WWE. The AEW fans are not.
We're
watching.
talking about wrestling. We talk about wrestling here now.
Sasha Banks and Jamie Hayter.
It says Mercedes.
Your glasses once again. Just replace them.
Mercedes.
Chris, stop being a hater. Well, at least you're able to type that correctly. Matt Mad Dog Kelly says Grande Americano is a fantastic wrestler.
He would say that.
I do put Latinos over. Bruh, it's a well-known thing that Puerto Ricans are going to tell you they're Puerto Rican is part of the gimmick. Yeah, you're right about that one. Damian Priest. God, man, sucks.
Damian Priest is...
Damian Least. That was actually the best thing about this past weekend was Jesse Ventura's
you went
how
ham.
upset he was and he walked out the door. Why would he walk out the door? Or at least Cabo in the cage walk out the door. What kind of BS is that? Walk out the door. Loved it. Loved every moment.
He was done beating his ass up. He was like, I'm tired. I'm leaving.
Damian Priest was actually was the heel of that match because more people wanted Drew McIntyre to win. They were cheering Drew McIntyre throughout the entire match because nobody cares about Damian Priest. And then
that's not what I heard.
They were so biased. Then they were so against Damian Priest when he was walking out. They wanted him to go back to say, can we finish this ending a little bit better than that? Damian Priest looks at the idiots in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I will say idiots because all their chants suck. They looked at the idiots in Tampa Bay, Florida, and said, you get nothing, and walked out. And that's it. It was great. Best thing I've seen Damian Priest do.
I want to highlight this comment from Matt. Big Daddy Cool, did you see any of Anarchy in the Arena? Because that was fantastic.
Here we go.
Matt, let me tell you. The answer is no. I didn't watch any of this trash because I knew it was going to be trash. Why would I want to watch trash? Why? What? My time is money.
But you watch Damian Priest.
Damian Priest is entertaining.
To who?
To the millions and millions of fans that watch him across the WWE universe. Everybody loves Damian Priest.
He's entertaining when he's drunk.
I know I'm going to buy you a Damian Priest shirt when Christmas comes around. Your birthday just happened last week. Happy birthday. And guess what's in the mail, motherfucker? It's a Damian Priest shirt.
Guess his game returned to Cinder. Let's see. I'm going to sleep good night. Oh, okay. I'm going to sleep good night. Good night.
I'm going to sleep good night.
It was a TNA stream, guys. Yeah. Because it's on what channel?
It was a TNA
Friends
stream.
Don't Let Friends Watch AEW. Mad Dog Kelly, I already read that one. Did you see it? Yeah. I'm a fan of Stephanie Vaquer, and I can't wait for her to be on the main roster.
I need you to stop talking about my woman like this, George. Like, really stop.
They need her in NXT for a little while longer. Megan Bain is not going to last long in AE Trouble You.
Megan, listen, everybody bigs up Megan Bain too. I haven't seen it. She's a big woman. Okay, I get it. She's an Amazon. And what? What has she done? Name me her best promo. You can't. Stop.
Jesse Ventura says, what was best part for sure was why doesn't he let his limo driver open the door for him when he walks out? I agree.
Anna Jay is not going to last long in AEW, probably because she's going to get fired. Anna Jay is not good. You know who's better than Anna Jay? Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame is better than Anna Jay.
So is that one woman who sings with the sock puppet. Can't remember her name.
Adriana Rizzo?
No.
Oh, no. Harley Cameron? Oh, my God. Harley Cameron, it should be the number one person to jump from AEW to WWE. Harley Cameron would print money.
I still say Chris Statlander. She's a goddess.
Is a goddess. Chris Statlander and the alien gimmick. She should have never left that. Make me her? What? Hey, listen here. Silence of the Lambs. Slow down here. Make me her. Puts the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's cold. What? Make me her.
Oh,
hey,
God.
yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
TNA is on Access TV, TNA Plus, and YouTube by used by Jack Sparrow Connection. That's right, Pirates. Biggest question I got for you guys. Why didn't Darby come back? Where's Darby Allin? Go ahead, Big Daddy Cool.
Nobody's looking for Darby Allin. You can't even spell the bum's name right. Darby Allin. Darby Allin? This idiot. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to hear the end of it. This stupid idiot with his stupid mountain. I've heard for 2 years that he's climbing this doofy mountain. And he finally did it. And I was like, thank the maker. Thank you. Because now I don't ever have to hear about him in this stupid mountain. But guess what? Now I got to hear about he's going to come down the mountain and he's going to take the title from John Moxley. Good God. It should have been Osprey. Osprey last night got buried. I don't know how more people are not talking about this. You let Hangman, who's up and down as a bum on AEW, he's booked like a bum.
Oh my God.
He's a drunk, a lush, practically homeless. And then now everybody's like, oh,
we've seen his home before. He's
the next one. He's trash. He should continue. He never. You know why, Chris? He's never quit his day job. He's still a teacher somewhere in West Texas or something, or Arkansas somewhere. Trash.
I think he's from West Virginia.
It doesn't. West Bumblefuck. I don't give a damn. He's a bum. And this. He shouldn't be beating Osprey. And now all the AEW marks are going to say, all the AEW marks are going to make excuses. Oh, it was a good match. Osprey's a really good wrestler. Oh, it was a good match. Shut up. Everything should be a good match. Shut up. Stupid. Can't stand AEW.
I don't think he's a bum, but I don't think he should have won. I think that match should have easily went to Will Ospreay. I'm not sure what they're thinking with that, but we'll see.
Katie says he's from Virginia. You know, Virginia is for lovers.
Here we go.
So I don't even know what Adam Page is doing there because, God, I hate him. Hangman got very much. Nobody's watching that. Nobody cares, Mad Dog. Nobody cares. He got emotional at the press scrum. I'm emotional right now.
Wow. What you just saw was normally what happens when Mad Dog Kelly talks in the chat and how I react. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us here on the Rated R Raw review. Please make sure. Oh, God. Make sure that you realize we have something for everyone here at the Unpopular Review Wrestling channel. Mondays, 6 o'clock p.m. We have the Mike Knox Show right here. Rated R Raw review. Stephen Willie Beebe will be back with us next week. On Tuesdays, we have the NXT Trio. Wednesdays, AEW Dynamite. And, of course, predictions for NEPLE SmackDown. Stay tuned. We are going to discuss that going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. Make sure you follow us on Unpopular Review Entertainment, our sister channel. Osprey's been shitting on WWE. He has been. And Mox is too big for Will Ospreay. Hangman is going to win over Mox, and then we'll beat Hangman. We see who Mad Dog Kelly's faves are. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us.
Hangman. It's 2025. How about we cancel Hangman? Who you hanging, Hangman? Virginia. I'm looking at you, Virginia.
Phenomenal Monday Night Raw. Next week, the Monday Night Raw go-home show for Money in the Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Big Daddy Cool, Zach Consulting. We'll see you next time on Unpopular Review. Good night, everybody.